A sudden direct threat from the highest levels of power has just sent shockwaves through the energy market. A massive high-stakes collision is playing out between the White House and the corporate giants controlling the pumps. The administration has issued an explicit ultimatum to fuel suppliers across the nation, demanding drastic, immediate cost cuts, or they will face major consequences. The spark that lit this fire came straight from President Trump, who took to social media to call out the energy industry. Crude values have plummeted significantly, dropping down towards $68 a barrel. Yet the numbers on the street remain stuck at a painful national average of $3.85. Trump drew a line in the sand, demanding a massive slash down to a target of $2.50 a gallon. He explicitly warned that if fuel companies do not pass these savings on to consumers immediately, there will be big problems. The administration is officially pointing the finger at corporate greed, putting a massive target on corporate backs. But that wasn't the whole story. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent immediately stepped into the arena to reinforce the threat on national television. Instead of using standard polite diplomatic speech, he delivered a chillingly direct message to the industry, stating plainly that the government is watching them closely. Reports claim that the Treasury Department is actively monitoring the lag time between falling crude costs and street-level pricing. Bessent addressed everyone from multi-billion-dollar conglomerates to local independent operators, making it clear nobody is flying under the radar. Officials are letting it be known that the grace period is over, and what happened next would shock everyone. To truly understand why the White House is pushing this hard, you have to look at the secret conflicts that completely rearranged the global market. Earlier this year, severe military tensions in the Middle East spiked global markets after strikes involving Iran, Israel, and US regional bases. The conflict sent massive shockwaves through global trade, threatening to choke off vital shipping lanes and completely collapse the energy market. For months, everyone braced for an absolute nightmare scenario. But a recent fragile peace pact and a surprise memorandum of understanding suddenly cooled down the region, causing crude prices to plunge. Yet, as the global crisis eased, a hidden controversy began to surface in Washington. Reports claim that the administration's backroom strategies to keep the market stable were highly controversial. Critics have aggressively attacked Bessent for secretly extending temporary relief measures that allowed certain adversaries to keep trading energy, a move some labeled as incredibly risky. However, officials strongly defend the strategy, claiming it was the only way to prevent a catastrophic surge to $150 a barrel. They argue that they successfully forced global costs down, which is exactly why they are so furious that local prices haven't followed the same downward trend. The core accusation driving the anger is that the numbers simply do not add up. While crude oil has just experienced its steepest quarterly loss since the 2020 pandemic, pump values have remained stubbornly high. The administration is openly accusing suppliers of hoarding record-breaking windfalls at the expense of everyday citizens, essentially pocketing the difference while families struggle. Industry experts have tried to argue that local stations operate on razor-thin margins and face rising labor and transport expenses, but the White House is not buying the excuses. They see a clear case of corporate exploitation, and the timing could not be worse. This massive economic standoff is exploding right as 72 million citizens prepare to hit the roads for massive holiday travel. The stakes are incredibly high, and the administration is explicitly weaponizing the nation's milestone 250th anniversary to demand absolute compliance. Bessent publicly framed the situation as a matter of corporate patriotism, stating that companies shouldn't be taking advantage of citizens during a historic national celebration. By tying the conflict to national pride, the government has backed the energy industry into a corner, forcing them to choose between their profit margins and their public reputation. Behind the scenes, this isn't just about consumer savings. It's a high-stakes battle for political survival. With critical congressional elections looming in November, the administration knows that public backlash over inflation could completely derail their agenda. They need a massive economic victory, and they need it now. By turning the spotlight directly onto fuel retailers, the White House has set up the perfect accountability trap. If prices drop, the administration takes the credit. If they stay high, corporations take the blame. If these corporate giants refuse to budge, what raw executive powers will the White House unleash next to force their hand? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.